Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Off the play fake, here's Allen. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And it'll bring up second down. Here's Allen to throw. They'll set up the screen to Cook. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Here's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Allen to the wild card game, and good for a first down. To throw again, it's Allen. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. That's Jermaine Johnson there on the stop. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Now it's Allen. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like, living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. First and 10. Quickly out to Jefferson. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. Mooney in motion. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Give him 14 on that one. And the Jets have a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A give. Here's Hall. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And third down coming up.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Cole Bishop. And the Bills are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll start on the ground with Cook. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. John Franklin Myers there on the stop. 2nd and 7. They go play action now. Here's Allen. Throwing right. It's taken in. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. First down, Buffalo.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Allen. That's taken in. Keon Coleman. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. We'll try and run here with Cook. And he is going to have a Bills first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. From the gun, Josh Allen. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
They'll throw on first down with Allen. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Going to give this to Davis. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. The tight end Kincaid in motion. 1 quarter in the books in round 1 of these AFC playoffs. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. More from MetLife Stadium after this. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. The tight end Kincaid in motion. Allen on 3rd down. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion. but it yields a fresh set of downs. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Allen going to give it to Cook. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. And that is not going to work out as planned. A tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Dalton Kincaid, touchdown, Bills. Tyler Bass now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bills will take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
His drive will start on the ground. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Go, Reed, go. Ready?
Right back to him on 1st down. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Starting to see it back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
Street, here we go, Hup.
He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
70 Lions. Bronco switch, Jack Panther. Hut.
So 2nd down, and they'll run it. Good running there. He's got the 1st down inside the 30.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
Dragon 60. Go.
He'll drop to throw. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, check that. Street.
Shotgun snap, and a give to Hall. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
Here we go, set. Check up.
Back to throw.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
He's going to have a Jets 1st down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Now this time they'll look to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Two minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. Back with more of the AFC playoffs after this. Here's a 2nd and 6. On the give, it's Hall. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're 2nd. 3rd and 5. Another run here with Hall. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. Good running. Gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
Wow, a little change of play call here, and that's typically not what we see at this down and distance. That's typically a passing down, Mike, but they catch the defense off guard, keep the ball on the ground, and they're able to pick up enough for the 1st down.
He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it with Hall. What a move! He's in. Reese Hall. Touchdown, New York. Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. It's up and through. And the Jets will level things out at 7 apiece. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here's Allen to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. The Bills going to use their final timeout here as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They don't want to repeat a 1st down, so they'll keep it on the ground now. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know,
very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. One team advances. One team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC wildcard game. Wow, they are hitting now. It's been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return.
Ready up.
Here's 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. Set.
Mooney in motion. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Look wide. Get this one complete. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face second down and 7.
Ready? 19 tight. 19 tight. 19 line. Warriors 70. Go.
They'll run it out of the gun, and it's Hall. And he's going to get the first down. He is up past the 35-yard line. They'll go again with Hall. And that's going to get closed up quickly. He'll get only to the 37. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
He'll get this out to the left flat. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
Buffalo 18.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Now a 3rd and 2.
Panther Street. Panther Street. Set. Ready.
They'll try to run for it with Hall.
Now, back.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. First down and more inside the 30. And he's going to take this all the way home. Reese Hall, touchdown Jets. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Cook. And he's going to get it. First down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Now Allen on 1st down. Now he'll run.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Here's a third down and 4. Allen. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Jermaine Johnson, the former first-round pick, in there to bring him down. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Trap 60, trap 60.
Now, faking the give. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
A run here with Hall. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. Good for a Jets first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Mooney in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. That is hard. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this AFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll run. This is Hall. And he'll get about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as the tackle's made at about the 5-yard line. They'll run, it's Hall. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Go, Reed, go.
They put Wilson in motion. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out.
Trust me, Mike, I've been there. You're this close to the goal line. You're thinking you're going to score, and it's going to be 6. You're fighting, you're clawing, but you can't lose the ball. Everything has to be about protecting the football. Your heart drops when that ball slips out of your hands, and in this case, kind of dodges a bullet as this one goes harmlessly out of bounds.
And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force 4th down. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. This fielded at about the 9. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Throwing now. Allen here on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
And that is incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. To throw again, it's Allen. Quick throw here is complete. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They run out of the gun. It's Cook. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, Allen. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid.
efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Here's 3rd and 2. Now Allen. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
They'll come up here. 1st and 10.
60 Maverick. Let's go now. Go.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left. And it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment.
Hey, check that. Street. Here we go.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hall. And this time, they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down.
Hey, smash, at the 36-yard line. Reload.
A give. Here's Hall. Good running inside the 25. And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone yet again. Reese Hall. Touchdown, New York. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Here's 1st and 10. They motion the slot man left. They'll drop to throw. Pass complete right side to Kincaid. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. Davis. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. From the gun, Josh Allen. This one, downfield for Kincaid. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. His 1st catch of the wild card game, and good for a 1st down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot. Throwing again, it's Allen. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And it's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step, but now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy. I don't love the call. I mean, all week you practice these gotta-have-it plays. Every call sheet, Mike, has 3 or 4 plays that are down here in the goal line that could also be used as 2-point plays. I think to simply turn around and just hand the ball to your running back, gotta be a little bit more creative. That's a big missed opportunity.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. Inside the 20. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. McPherson now for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Jets will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw. Looking downfield for Coleman. It's intercepted. He tried to take on Sauce, and Gardner took it away.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. The drive will start on the ground. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.